Hey guys, it's Paul. I'm going to do a video that a lot of people have been asking me for, and this is really the first part of the answer to Paul, can you do more training on Deluge? Deluge? Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Which is Deluge is Zoho's proprietary scripting language, can handle any task a developer may throw at it. With built-in wrappers and powerful execution engine, it has evolved into one of the latest and most flexible scripting languages available. So if you want to customize and do funky things with Zoho, or there's certain things you need it to do that it can't do, then Deluge is going to be the answer. Now, I am not a Deluge expert by any stretch of the imagination, so if anything I say is wrong going forward in this introduction, you don't have to dive into the comments and go, no shit, you're not a Deluge expert. I've been dipping my toe into it. I don't understand the programming. I just want to show you the concept of it. Further down the line, I'll put some training together where we can both learn more in depth all these different code variables, models and things it can do. And you can jump into deluge.zoho.com and you can see all this coding and mind-blowing stuff that it's. I'm not going to say it's not easy to learn. If you've come from coding, you probably get it straight away. But it's a real custom aspect that you're probably going to need some custom help with. And any Zoho experts, any Deluge experts who want to share their expertise, come to pnuk.com, jump in the forum, come and join the Zoho One army and share your expertise. And if you charge as you should do for your expertise, maybe give a discount or something for your first job. It is easier if people hand you the code than all of us people who have got other things to do that can't be experts trying to work it all out. So that's what's going to happen in the next video after this. The legends at Zoho, the partner team, gave me the code to take a deal, add a prospect to Zoho sign gets signed off, and then that automatically turns the quote into a sales order. They've given me the code. That is going to be the next video. But this is an introduction to Deluge and making it understand in your head what it is. So if we go in and look at a basic scenario, something easy. So I logged into my test account. So in the Zoho CRM, if you go to here, to go to settings, functions, you might have some already installed that you won't know about if you've added some apps or some third-party stuff. But I'm just going to go and look at some of the basic stuff that I've been tinkering with. So maybe something like this one. This one adds a button. So if you click on it, this one, look, if you view the code, so it's going to look for the account number, the account ID. Then it's going to go and find all the deal information, any accounts to those accounts. If it's closed and won for each record, it's going to add all the deal amounts together. If there's no wins, it's going to say there's no potentials for that. And it's a let's go get this information. If this happens, we'll do this. If this happens, if that doesn't happen, then we'll do something else. So understanding the code is a little bit next lesson, 2 or 3 lessons away. We're just understanding the concept, right? So some legends have wrote the code and we're going to install this code, right? So what we want on an account screen is to click a button and it tells us all the money on that for that customer, right? So I'm going to install it and it is here, right? So sum up potential amount. So when I click on it, it's as if you want to calculate close one potential's 100% probability of an account. Then you have to, this button should be placed on the view page of an access module argument mapping. To configure this, please map argument account ID. Holy crap, right? So what it's telling us is we need to add the button and then trigger this function, this Deluge code, right? We can actually tinker with the code. We don't need to with this. So if we go here, this is the argument that we put in. Basically what's going to happen is if I open a customer, what it wants is a customer with more than one deal. I'm not sure if I've got anybody. So if I just go here, right? So let's go to this customer, new website for Airdime Inc. So if I take this deal, they've only got one deal. If I grab this information here, it's going to grab this code. So I want a button up here. See where it says send to Zoho sign? I want a button to say, show me the total amount of potential. All the deals that have been won, how much have we won from this customer? So if I execute the code, I drop in the ID of the customer, and it's going to say here, function executed, no close won potentials. Right. So we've got no won deals. So what we're going to do is go here. We're going to, we lost it. Let's go at the top. Are we in the deal there? Oh, no, not in the deal. Let's go to the deal. So this is, we're going to make it closed won and save it. So now when I execute that again, so now we've got a won deal, it's going to say $1,500, right? Then we're going to go back and do, add another deal. And deal name, testing. Let's do 10,000. Oh, is that 100,000? 10,000. Research, everything else, save. Is that what? Oh, no, let's put a closing date. Tomorrow, save. So what? This time when we execute, we're going to win this deal. Now the button is, if we go to deals, testing, we're going to win it, save it. So now this customer has got two deals, and they are both, we're going to add them together. So 1,500 was the last one. This time we're going to execute this code. So we're testing the code, and it's going to say 1,500, 1150, right? Maths. My maths is amazing. So how do we get that code to work as a button? So we're going to save this. Oh, and we're going to go to customization, modules and fields. We want it to show on the accounts page. So we're going to go accounts, and up the top here, it says links and buttons. And you see the send with Zoho sign that's already been automatic, which is this button. We're going to add it to that. So we're going to put a new button. We're going to say total deal amount. My English is as bad as my spelling. Show total deal won amounts, right? That's the description. And we're going to add it to the view page. That's right, isn't it? Yeah, the view page. So it's going to show, if you click here, it's going to show right up there in the corner of the view page. Now, this is the funky part I had to mess about with. We're going to add a existing action from an existing action, and we're going to find, it's going to show us all the existing ones, and here we go. Sum up potential amount. We're going to configure this one. Now, this is, if we put that in, it would work, but it would only work for that one account, right? It wouldn't work for any others. So what you have to do, and I was doing this for ages, account ID, I was doing this, and I didn't realize, because it doesn't, if you go to, what's the other, the workflow, it actually says, if you do hashtag or the pound sign, it actually pops up a little box, accounts, and you can pick which module. Now I can pick account ID. So that will actually pass the proper variable that we require. So we save this, we go back to that account, and up in the corner here, I'm not sure if it'll jump above that one or not, but when we go here now, see here, total deal amount, and when I press that button, we're going to get 11,500, right? Now, if we go to another account with deals that are won, let's go here. Let's go to the account though. Oh, is that the same one? Was that the same one? Yeah, it's probably the same one, right? And I click here, then total deal amount. It's the same one. But if let's just prove it by going to something else. Let's go testing. Close one, this one. Testing on this account. And if we go now up here, there is only one deal, so total deal amount is 15,000. So then if we add another deal to that one, let's close this. Test. Let's add another 10,000 deal. Add a close date. Save. And if we win it, come on. Testing. What happened there? I didn't go to the new house. What happened there? What did I do there? Deals. Test. Right, let's win this one. Save it. And then we go back and what was it, 15,000 before? We should be at 25. 16,000. God, my maths. It's an extra 10,000. Whatever it was, right? So that's it's just an idea to understand how to use those the Deluge option as it's in automation, and then if you go to is it in automation? Well, no, it's in developer space, isn't it? Yeah. Functions, and that will add it. So if we wanted to do another one, we could quickly add something from the gallery. What could we do with another button? Some potential amount, success rates of your accounts. So we could do this. What we do, we click on it. It'll say this action will determine the success rate of each account based on their closed won potentials, i.e. their probability is 100% placement. Okay, I don't understand that, so we're not going to do that. But it would be the same theory as well. But let's do, so we get the one, the Zoho project. So when we win a deal, we automate and create a project, right? So where's that one? Capturing sales. Oh, let's do this one. Capturing sales region. Be a bit easier for me to show you, because you'll see the vast amount of things you can do. And like I say, in that next video is a bit of a more of an in-depth one. But let's just do an automation and show you how an automation works rather than a button click. When we do something, we want to automate into something else. So let's do this sales region, right? So this one's going to go, global sales region is a geographically categorized as UK, US, UK, Europe, Middle East, South America, Asia Pacific, right? This function will determine the sales region based on countries. There are these are a few predefined countries using the function is written. You can include as many countries as you like to determine the sales region. Here is how you map the arguments. First, it's lead ID. Choose lead ID column from the column. Country, choose country, column from the field. How it makes. Associate the custom function under the appropriate workflow to capture sales region based on countries, right? Okay. So let's install this. Click install. And we can have a quick look at the code. So we've got a country list at the top. So if you need to add countries, you would basically say you've got more South American countries you want to add or more European countries. We just click add. So I don't know, you might Italy's there. What's missing? Poland, maybe. Is Poland? Let's put Poland in. So I can add Poland to this. Oh, it's all lowercase, isn't it? Let's keep with the function. And I can tinker with the code. Country map, and update record, lead ID, mail region. So we're going to update this mail region on an execute, right? So I'm going to save. Oh, I don't need to save it. I don't need to save and execute it. I just need to save it because I've just tinkered with it. You don't have to do that, but if it's missing countries, you can do that, right? So now we need to make a workflow, trigger that Deluge code to update the region automatically. Right. So the first thing we've got to do, from my understanding, is we need to add that region field within our lead module. So we're going to go to the lead module here, and what we're going to see is if we go to leads, we don't have a region field, right? So what we have to do is add in the fields. We don't have a region, right? So we want to update a region. What's the sales region? What we're going to call it? Maybe that's what we're going to call it, right? So in the layouts, we're going to go to standard, whichever layout you've done. Obviously, I've got a few because I've been tinkering. And I'm going to add a string, a single line, mail ID. I've got a lot of things as I've been testing, haven't I? So we're going to, where should we put it? It doesn't really matter on the example. Address information, maybe we'll put it here, right? And call it mailing. Should we just call it region, or should we call it sales region? We'll call it sales region, right? Single line, sales region. Edit properties. It's not required. Also create for, do you want to create it in the account? Maybe yes, we can do this. And the contact. Standard. So it's going to add it as it converts, and done. That might not be true. I'm kind of whipping through it. So now we have a sales region single line, right? This might not be 100% the way to do it. I just want to show you how it works. So now we're going to go back to that code, and in the developer space, we're going to go back to functions, and what is it? Capture sales region. Edit, and in this part here, I need to change to sales region. So that's the field that's going to update. If I save it, am I going to be happy? Currently, we're happy, right? I haven't done this enough to, and sometimes everything's a bit of a one-hit wonder, isn't it? So now we need to create the workflow for every time we capture a lead that it populates that field to wherever we decide it's going to be, right? So create a rule on leads. We're going to call it sales region update. Add a description's probably a good idea. On a record action, probably create or edit. Probably really create whenever the lead is edited. So maybe we will do that, just in case it's the country that's been edited. Leads matching certain criteria. Let's just do it for all leads. You can obviously filter this down, and we're going to trigger a function from our functions. And here, look, capture sales region. We're going to capture this, and lead ID. So again, you do the little hashtag. And we're going to go leads. We're going to pick lead ID. Done. We're going to go country. So again, we're going to do the hashtag on a Mac. It gets me which button I'm supposed to press. We're going to go country. Organization. Oh no, we're going to go leads first. Leads, and then that will pull all those. And let's go country. And done. Save and associate. So now when we trigger that, we're going to save it. We're going to trigger it, and in theory, hopefully, fingers crossed, it's going to add a region. Right, so let's go back in. Oh, nervous. Create a lead. Paul Test Limited. Title, last name, job type. And then we're going to go down, and it's going to trigger from the country, right? Country. It was, I'm not sure if it is countries. I think it's going to, maybe I might have been better picking countries. But I'm going to put here Poland. Because we put Poland in, right? Let's put Poland in there and save it. It's this region here we want to trigger, right? So save it. So when we scroll down, does it say Europe? No. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sales region. Okay, highlight fields are updated. The background above comfort. Yeah. So we've changed this to EMEA. Is that what we wanted? I didn't even look what it triggered. But then if I change this to Canada and save, does it automatically save? It does, doesn't it? Oh, look, sales region. Obviously, sales region isn't in the USA. It should be in North America. Right. It didn't. So let's put Brazil. And we'll have a quick look at what it did, because we can. There we go. South America. So obviously, so it's triggering and it's working, right? So if we go to back to developer, I'm actually quite impressed that I got it to work first time, because I've been tinkering about, and it is a mind mess sometimes. So here, if we go back here, and yeah, so United States, USA, US. So if we wanted to change that to country list North America, so maybe we'd put, so what is country list 1? Oh, wait, here we go, look. So country map, country list UK, US is country list 2. So what we're going to put is we're going to change this to North America. And then we're going to change this up here to Canada, Mexico, and that's going to add that to that list. What else do we do? South America worked, EME, yeah, so this EMEA, that one did work, so it did work, right? So save. I don't need to execute, I should just save it. So this time, now when we go back, if we type in Canada, and save it. Did it just automatically trigger over there? Or did we have to refresh? I can't remember. Oh, there we go. Look, North America. If we put Mexico in, it's going to bounce it around. South America. Oh, Mexico was in South America in the list. That's cool though, right? So the reason I'm showing you this is just to start giving you ideas of what you can do, how it can bounce off those functions to change things, right? This might be beginner for you. So I think we get 22,000 a day on Zoho One triggers. We didn't get any failures. I guess the Canada one originally worked, but it didn't find a list to put it on. It wasn't actually a failure of the function. It just didn't have anywhere to put it. But if you ever trigger something and it doesn't work, you can go in here and it'll give you an error message as to why it didn't work. So hopefully I've given you a kind of understanding. Obviously, I don't fully understand Deluge, but I can see the customization parts of it that's going to make functions work better. You know, if you're doing something where you click save here and then you have to go and do something else somewhere else, you have to add a certain thing, or it's not checking for something, you want to put an error message or something that's got to happen, some sort of automation to make you faster, it can be done. And it's really cool. It's really kind of limitless as to how we can make this work now. So in the Zoho One forum, come and join. I'll put some Deluge training together. Maybe even a certificate for watching this and sort of starting to learn the introduction. It'll be for free on pnuk.com. Come and join the Zoho One Army at z1army.com. We can, as I said, I'm going to do a video next showing how to send a quote via Zoho Sign when it's signed to trigger the quote to turn into a sales order. All via Deluge, so it's going to be a funkier thing. So if there's questions of how to get things working, I can go to the Zoho partner team and ask them what's the code for this? Because learning the code for me is insane, and there's already people who know it. So again, if we've got any Zoho partners out there who want to reach out and you're looking to show your skills off, going to charge, I expect you to charge people for your expertise, but you might give the Zoho One army a little bit of a discount, or just help people out the first time. It's all about the Zoho One experience. It's all about making this work better for us. Speeding up our businesses. I'm a lazy person. I want to do the least amount of work for the best amount of productivity or profit. So if there's things that can be automated, I'm lazy. I'm finding it. So we want to speed people up. You're always going to work hard and long hours, but we should just be doing that as fast as possible, shouldn't we? So thanks for watching. If this has helped, a subscribe would be great. You can join the YouTube channel. That gets you access to the Zoho One army as well. And there's also now a little thank you tip jar down the bottom there. If it in any way it has helped you out and you don't want to subscribe, but you want to just chuck a couple of dollars as a thank you. Everything helps keep training free for all. And we will keep doing as much as we can for Zoho and beyond. Thanks again. See you soon.